Of the players in training, you've now seen them in a match situation. What are the impressions now?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to have a look at the I thought they've been outstanding in training. We to be honest, and I've told him, I think we lacked a little bit out in the middle for sure, particularly with our batting early days, but early on today. But we put it together a little bit later when it came in, and Billy, at least they got some batting time. The guys now have had a hit out in the middle against a competitive attack, and hopefully from knots, our batting group will hit the ground running. I thought with our bowling, I thought there were some positives. I thought Sammy Connors was decent. I thought Nicholas Potts again, as he bowled, he got better. I was really happy with Alex Thompson. I thought he did what a finger spinner should be doing on day one of a game. Anuj Dell, I thought bowled well. Scrimshaw bowled okay. So with our bowling, apart from the first hour, where I thought we were average, we sort of pulled that back later in the day. We built some pressure, got some bowling partnerships going, and you build some pressure. Pressure equals wickets ultimately. So that's going to be our mantra. We've got to control the rate, and we did that better towards the back end of our bowling spell. And then, as I say, the batters will be better for the run out in the middle today, and I expect us to hit the ground running against Notts on Tuesday.
Almost felt like Derbyshire weren't morning people, because of the morning on the first day it was a little disappointing, and then the morning today the batsmen were one or two poor shots but a little bit of rustiness possibly.
It gets you into trouble, yeah, but that's no excuse. It can't be an excuse. We've got to be on the morning, first ball at 11 o'clock, we've got to be on the money, and we've spoken about it, because we don't want to give momentum away. We want to be the team that grabs that momentum, puts the opposition under pressure as early as we possibly can. And we had to come from behind on both mornings, as you say, Fletch, which is exactly right, which isn't good enough. And that's
good lessons, though. Good lessons in a game like this, because when you come to the championship, obviously, if you're not on it on day one, by lunchtime it can be a real uphill task, can't it?
100%. You never win a game in a session, but you can lose a game in a session, and we just can't afford that. So the mantra for me and for the boys, and we've sat and discussed it and spoken about it, is hit the ground running. Our first ball, whether we're batting or whether we're bowling, we have to be the team that puts that puts the pressure on. So a little bit of work to do in that regard.
I think Lancashire possibly a little bit ahead as well. Does that make a difference there, the game out in the UAE and that kind of thing? Whereas you've had a lot of training, you've had the warm weather training. Does that make a difference?
Yeah, possibly. Look, we're practicing against a very good side, but those are the standards that we aspire to, and that's the standards we've got to get to. It does make it does. I was saying this is the first bowl out we've had in a competitive environment where there's a consequence. You nick it and you're caught and you're out, where it hasn't been quite the case before. So yeah, maybe, but we've got to be better than that, and hopefully come Tuesday we'll be on the money from the word go.
A couple of others from me. Ben Aitchison only bowled 3 overs and obviously didn't get back on the field. Any prognosis on what his problem might be?
No prognosis yet. He's having an MRI as we speak,
which isn't great news. It's one of the things you want to avoid in pre-season, obviously. And Shan Masood might be over slightly ahead of the Lord's game, is that right?
Yes, hoping to have Shan Masood gets here on the 31st, so hoping to have him if he's ready to go to play Oxford, which I think will be good. So because I want to get as close as we possibly can to our starting team that will start at Lord's at Oxford. The only one that won't be here is Saranga. Saranga gets here on the 2nd, so he'll be ready for Lord's, but not for Oxford. Hoping Sean gets a hit out at Oxford.
Thanks, Mickey.
Pleasure.